Ryan Garcia just got suspended, and Devin Haney is throwing a full party, celebrating, taking Ryan Garcia's money, and getting his O back. We're going to talk about all this in this video. But before we do, make sure you hit my like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's cook on this. So the day that Devin and Bill have been waiting for has finally arrived. They finally got what they've been crying and begging about ever since April. They finally got the suspension that they've been wanting Ryan Garcia to get, and they got their precious O back on Devin's record. And man, Ryan just got suspended for a whole entire year. We definitely gonna cook on my thoughts and feelings about that. But now, Devin Haney, as soon as he found out, man, Devin, he acting a fool on social media. He going and he partying on camera. He done posted himself dancing. And I'm going to put everything up so y'all can see it, you know. So while I'm talking, I'm going to show y'all all the shit that Devin Haney is doing because he's so happy that he got his O back. So like I said, he posted himself dancing like y'all can see. He done posted him putting his O back on his record on Instagram or whatnot on his bio. And Devin Haney is acting like that he is the happiest person in the whole entire world because he got his O back. Now, I continue to tell people, I'm telling these fighters and I'm telling everybody, and all the boxing fans, we need to stop praising the O because the O don't mean nothing. What really should be rewarded and focused on, like it was back in the day, is the best fighting the best. But we focusing too much on the O, and you see how Devin Haney is acting because he got his O back. This shit ain't about nothing but him being undefeated because the fact still remains the whole world saw what happened to Devin Haney in April. I mean, he can't erase that ass whooping that he got. That's going to stick with him for the rest of his life or until he go out there and beat somebody that's really, really like that. Beat a power puncher, somebody that got an all-around game and that can crack. But until then, man, ain't nobody gonna believe that Devin is him. Ain't nobody gonna believe that you that fighter that you were portraying to be before you got beat up by Ryan Garcia. And I'm just telling the truth. Y'all can get mad if you want to. Now, I know all his fans gonna be running around on social media acting like this never happened, but you can't take away what happened. And that little bit of ostarine that was in Ryan Garcia's system didn't have nothing to do with what happened inside of that ring. Now, it might have helped him shed some pounds because I just seen Ryan this weekend, and like I told people, man, that man was walking around anywhere between 195 and 205 pounds. Ryan Garcia is very, very big, and they got him listed at like 5'8", 5'9". That's a lie. Ryan Garcia is damn near 6 foot tall. He tall, he big, but so I mean, I can see him trying to take a supplement to help him lose weight, definitely. But I still don't think that he took no ostarine to get no power or get a competitive edge because that ain't what it does for you. But regardless of that, if Ryan Garcia got proven guilty like he did, and my thing is yeah, if you get caught on PEDs, you should get suspended, right? But the thing with Ryan Garcia is they never did prove that he knowingly took the supplement. And the reason I'm saying this is because Alicia Baumgardner, who is in Devin Haney's camp, she had the same shit happen. She popped dirty, right? But then she got cleared because they said that they just couldn't prove that she took it on purpose, that she knowingly took this. Well, you never could prove that Ryan Garcia knowingly took it, but you came back and suspended him very quick. So I don't understand. My thing with this, right, is you need to have the same consequences for everybody across the board. If you're going to suspend Ryan Garcia, you should have suspended Alicia Baumgardner, straight up and down. And another thing I got to say about this is you suspended him for a year, but I've seen a bunch of fighters that you only suspend for 6 months. So once again, how do you determine these situations? How do you determine to suspend one fighter? Let's say some fighters get banned for 2 and 3 years. Some fighters get 1 year. Some fighters get 6 months. So how do you determine these things? You know, boxing is the wild, wild west, and they need to clean this shit up all the way around. So if you pop dirty, everybody needs to get the same suspension for the first time, the second time, and then the third time, you need to be out of the sport for life. So, you know, treat everybody fairly the same way across the board, and we won't have no issues. But going back to Devin, man, doing all this clown shit that y'all see him do on social media, you know, posting himself partying and dancing, and because he got his O, I think it's kind of clownish. Like I said, I think it's very, very clownish, because you shouldn't be happy about what happened to you in that ring. And now it's just showing more and more that those rumors that came out a while back about Devin and Bill paying to get a loss taken off their record early on in his career over there in Tijuana, it's showing people, man, that they'll go to any lengths to get a loss removed from that record, man. It's just showing. Like I said, we don't have no real evidence that they did it. But hey, man, if the shoe fit, wear it. And they wearing it very well. And another thing, man, Devin, bro, you got to stop all this capping, bro, and you got to start keeping it real, because after Devin Haney did all this dancing and shit online and, you know, posting, I took his money and I got my O back and all of that, right? He's now came back online and said, you know what, all jokes aside, I'm glad that it wasn't a disqualification, because I wouldn't want to get a win put on my record like that. You a damn lie. You a goddamn lie, Devin, because y'all was petitioning to get a win on your record and to give him a loss. It didn't happen like that, right? They just ruled it a no contest, so it's like the fight never ever happened. But don't come on social media and act like, oh, well, I'm glad that they didn't give him a DQ because I wouldn't want to get a win like that. You're a damn lie. And this is what I'm talking about, Devin, man. Just keep it real. Devin and Bill, they lie so damn much, you can't believe nothing that come out of their mouth. Now, as far as Ryan Garcia goes, he's still claiming his innocence. He's saying that he gonna bring the whole sport of boxing down when he proves his innocence. Well, like I said before, if Ryan Garcia is going to stick to his innocence and say that it's no possible way that he did this and his supplement was tainted, well, he has more than enough money to get to the bottom of this. So if you have to take these people to the Supreme Court to prove your innocence, well, that's what I expect you to do. But Ryan Garcia, you can't really take him serious either, because he run his mouth all the time. He troll all the time. And, you know, I mean, what can you say, man? He off the chains. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to pray for Ryan and hope that he don't crash all the way out and do something harmful to himself, because you just never know with Ryan Garcia. And also, Ryan say that he want his bread back. You know, he's saying that, okay, if it's a no contest and the fight never happened, it's not on my record, it ain't on Devin Haney's record, well, give me my bread back. I want the money back. I want the $1.5 million that Devin took from me. Also, everybody that lost money in the casinos gambling on the fight, whether they won or lost, well, then the people that lost and the people that won, have them pay the bread back and give them their money back. Well, we know that ain't gonna happen. A lot of people are hot right now, because I know everybody that bet on Devin Haney, and most people bet on Devin Haney except for me. I bet on Ryan, but that's a whole different story in itself. Most people that bet on Devin, they lost big, real big, and they pissed off. And they should be pissed off, because I'm gonna keep it a buck. If the shoe is on the other foot, and I bet on Devin Haney, and I lost a gang of money, hey, man, I'm trying to do whatever I can to get my bread back. Y'all, nah, if it's a no contest, y'all gonna give me my goddamn money back. Real talk, before I blow some shit up. I know they mad, man, and like I said, man, rightfully so. I done been on that part of the spectrum to where I bet on the fighter, and then later on down the road, you find out that the fighter that won was on PEDs. It's not a great feeling at all. So I can understand. But right now, Devin Haney, he acting like he having a party and he the most happiest man in the world. And Ryan Garcia, he is going off. You know what I'm saying? He sound like he about to crash out. But another thing, Devin, this is why I say you got to stop capping once again. Devin is saying now that after Ryan Garcia gets off his year-long suspension, he wants to run it back with Ryan, and he wants everything to be on the even playing field, extensive drug testing and all of that. But you're capping. You know why? Because it took all of this time for you to say that you want to run it back, because before you were saying that you don't want to run it back. Now that you think that he gonna be, or that you know that he gonna be suspended for a whole year, you already know how he undisciplined. You know he gonna blow up in weight. He about 205 right now, so he gonna be he might be 230 when he come back off this suspension. All the drinking and shit that he do, so you know he not gonna stay disciplined. Now you want to get him coming back, a shell of himself. We'll see what you're doing, Devin. But, you know, it is what it is. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this whole situation. Drop a comment in the comment section. Make sure you hit my like button, subscribe to the channel, and y'all already know how I do. Tego talking that boxing again, and I'm gone.
Right with the bass up now. I slide, glide, choking on that lead.
2 miles per hour, so everybody see.